at 21-7, and then they just blitzed them in the second half. The score was a little closer for half of the game anyway.
Good Sports Connection, 177 North 4th Street in downtown Steubenville.
The Crusaders
have won the toss, have elected to receive.
As we get ready for the teams to make their way onto the field. Crusaders coming all the way up from the field house, and of course the Potters with the locker room under the west side of the stands.
Begins at the Target Shop, your Good Sports Connection in downtown Steubenville.
Will receive with DeFallo and Tim Kuczykowski back around the 10-yard line. Like to thank John Yas Adalevich for the cigar. Appreciate it very much.
What's it called?
Philly's Cheruti. Cheroot.
Cheroot?
Only trouble is Ernie Saccone forgot to bring it. Thanks, old buddy Yash, from my college days. Kickoff is high and short by Cook, and it's taken by DeFallo on the run at the 15. Hold, 25, 30, 35, 39-yard line. Richie DeFallo on a nice return of Cook's short kickoff. And Central will have good field position starting at their own 39-yard line. Roger Fitzsimmons made the stop for 14. High backfield, Twins left. The deep back, DeFallo gets the handoff over the right side to the 41 for short yardage. Hole plugged up quickly. J.J. Milhorn, one of the tacklers there, along with 70, and that's the big defensive tackle, Jonathan Stokes, at 260 pounds. It's Rodney Pierce starting at fullback. Tight end is Jodie Hartzell. Out over the football is Frank Marcino. Gulan is the split end to the right. There's a quick toss to the left. DeFallo turns it up, is hit at the 40, and is down at the 40. Well, wrapping his... Potters are sitting at C in a 4-4-3 defense. Twins left. Backs are split. Hartzell tight at right end. Sprochi in the pocket. Looks. He has his man Gulan at the 48. He's over the 45 and down to the Potter 43-yard line. Brought down by Bowser, but not before Gulan, who ran nothing but a fishhook, went down about 10 or 12 and turned around. And Sprochi right on the money.
We used to call that a button hook 99 years ago.
Button hook, fish hook, 43-yard line, so that's a neat gain of 17 yards. First down of the game. Sprochi, little delay. DeFallo tries to get outside and will not. 66 in there again. Rick Kukart, 182-pound inside linebacker. He's a junior, and he's had two of the tackles on the three running plays that Central has come up with, and Central in three running plays is a -3, -2. Hartzell tight it right in, fake the draw, in the pocket, flip it out in the flat, wide open, but underthrowing the intended receiver, Hartzell, was Sprochi. Hartzell running a drag across the middle was wide open. Gulan cleared out the area, but Sprochi just didn't throw that one very well.
Yeah, he threw it off his back foot. Looked like he was still kind of backpedaling, not really, but leaning back, threw it off the back foot and got nothing on it.
Send Gulan straight down as a wide left, and Hartzell, who is tight into the end of the right, just goes right across the field into that open area. Throw high, Handoff inside. Pierce breaks that first tackle, as we've seen many times last week. He gets across the 40, and he's dragged down at the 38.
Well, Pierce is lucky he rolled over after he got knocked down, because flying over the top and landing to his side with Jonathan Stokes.
I doubt it. And Gulan will try to get one inside the 10 as he's in punt formation. Good snap. Gulan spiraling it to the far side. Looks good at about the 10 and out of bounds at about the 8. Down there was Marc Tripodi. Gulan with an excellent punt. They'll mark it out at the 9. Well, they set
right
at
the
10.
10.
Right
Yeah.
at the 10. Only a 28-yard punt, but no return, and you pushed the up with Kraft and Milhorn. And getting the handoff is J.J. Milhorn, 167-pound junior, as he bucks over the right side. He'll move it out to about the 14-yard line. Bottom of the pile for Catholic Central was 79, Mark Dettori. Lawrence and Arosevich helped out. A pickup of a 4 for Milhorn. He'll be in the backfield with John Kraft. Let's see if Bailey's the other running back. 21 is in there. That's Jeff Aldridge. Double tight ends, wishbone. Milhorn again. Crosses the 15 out to the 17, maybe the 18. Kuczykowski there. 24, Stevie Bolger there. Gain of 4, and we'll see the punters just try to belly it out, Gino. 3rd and 2. That was like, it looked like 28, but it isn't. We don't have a 28. 3rd and 2 with the bone. Milhorn again, and he gets across the 20 as he was able to carry the tackler with him. That was Tim Kuczykowski. And he moves to the 21, a pickup of 3 and a first down on 11 yards on 3 running plays.
And so far,
Trying to possess the football. In the bone again. Double tight end. Fake to the fullback. Bowser options right. He turns it up. 30, 32, 33-yard line, and another first down. Nice turn up by Bowser. Torrey makes the stop. He'll pick up. The other running back is Kevin Bailey. Kraft, Bailey, and Milhorn. Option right again. Bowser pitches it back, and Milhorn makes a nice catch of the football down around his shoe tops, and he'll make a gain out of it. Milhorn got to the 36. Joey Slug Cimarella, the defensive end on the left side, made the hit. 2nd and 7 at the pop carries as they go to the bone once again. Fake to the fullback, pitch back to Milhorn. He gets outside, he breaks a tackle, he's over the 45 and out of bounds near the Potter bench. Greg Lawrence, inside linebacker, ran him out of bounds. That play was run very well as compared to the last one when Bowser's pitched at the Liverpool 48, wishbone. They'll go left this time, handoff to the fullback, and Kraft with a big hole crosses the Crusader 45 at the Central 44-yard line. First time they've used the fullback. Bolger and the other Crusader on the bottom of the stack was Kuczykowski, so that's 2 defensive backs making the stop, and Kraft moves from his 48 to the Central 44 for 8. So the Potter ground game off the bone looking real good. 2nd and 2. Double tight end wishbone. Deep man. J.J. Milhorn from the right halfback or left halfback spot is close to the first down. Gino says about a foot.
no, I'm saying 21 ran the football.
Oh, 21 ran the football.
Jeff Aldridge.
Here's the mark.
No problem.
Aldridge to the Bailey, the halfbacks, and Kraft the fullback with the double tight end wishbone. Bowser, the Milhorn. He's got the first down at the 40 and drags a tackler to the 39. That tackler was 34, Petey Koza.
Well,
10 to the Central 39. 9 running plays. Option right. The pitchback is lost, but Milhorn will fall on it for a loss at the 41. The only trouble with the option. They've had 3 of them. 1 has been very good. The other 2 have been a little shaky. Break the bone now, and Bailey is a flanker right. The backs are offset. And here's the first pass, the pop pass over the middle intended for the tight end Steve Deem, and he dropped the football at the Central 35-yard line. Had some double coverage, but he was open. Coverage in there by 31, Mikey Kilmartin. We saw that play a number of times. Fake to the fullback and hit the tight end over the middle. It didn't work this time. Back to pass. A little look in, incomplete. Kuczykowski put a good hit on Sean Long, and he's down.
And out of air.
I'm going to tell you what, you can be hung out to dry on those look-in passes that are throwing high when the defensive back has a good shot on you, and Bowser just overthrew Long, and he's may just have gotten the wind knocked out of him on the good hit by Kuczykowski.
Notice we're always invited to the media room at the arena, but we're the ones that never have time to go.
Good snap. It's not Cook kicking. It's 69. Kuczykowski catches it on the run at the 15, 20, 25. Almost out to the 30. Good job by Tim Kuczykowski on the low-line drive as David Allen was your punter. And Kuczykowski returns the 26-yard punt. Almost 15 yards, and Central comes out of it pretty nicely. Central starts at their 30. Their first possession, they started at their 39. Uh-oh, one of the Potters jumped into the neutral zone. Defensive tackle 67, Ray Boyd. And Central should start 1st and 5.
Saturday night. As the Schmuckeyes are...
Central picked up 23 yards on their first possession. Here goes Carlo Crisci, who was injured a little bit last week. He's back in motion. Handoff inside. Rodney Pierce is a stuttered step, crosses the 35, and Hot Rodney moves out almost to the 40-yard line. Boy, he picks the holes nicely.
Did you just nickname him?
Well, maybe I did. He's got 5, and that's a Crusader first down. They're second.
Hot Rod.
He was hot last week.
Not a bad name. He might go for that.
Marcino out over the football. The two guards are Stevie Dunaphy and Todd Kostecki. There's a handoff. As I was looking at my chart, Richie DeFallo's the ball carrier. Not a bad gain. He'll pick up 4 to the 44. Make it 2nd and 6. I said Dunaphy was the guard. He's a tackle. Dunaphy and Delator. Back to pass. Sprochi, quick down and out. Gulan has it. Break the tackle, but lost the football, and the Potters will fall on it at the East Liverpool 34-yard line. Gulan had the first down as he caught the pass at about the Potter 48. He broke a tackle at about the 43, but then the ball was stripped. It went ahead about 8 or 9 yards, and it was followed on by one of the Potters at the East Liverpool 34.
You know, John, I don't...
It would be a 16-yard pickup.
I gave the whole 21.
Okay, there's a pitch back to Milholm. This time he's met at the line of scrimmage. Good head-on tackle by outside linebacker Peter Gampolo. So Mill at the Potter 35. Clock running down. Quick first quarter, 1:30. There's a big hole, and there goes Bailey churning, running straight up over the 40 to the 41. Bailey on his first carry. Triple team by Greg Lawrence, Kuczykowski, and Kostecki. But they spot him almost at the 42. We'll give him 7 and call it 3rd and a long 3.
5 different people have carried the ball so far for the Potters.
Double tight ends wishbone for East Liverpool. Handoff, Kraft drags the tackler with him, has a Potter first down. He was dragging with him 62, Richie Rasovich, who had his shirt, but he couldn't hold him, and Kraft goes to the 47, and this could be the last play of the quarter if it's a running play. Option, pitch back to Bailey, 45, 47, and that's about it, and there's a late flag from the deep man, the 5th official. He's going to call it against Potter number 42.
It'll be an illegal use of hands, push off on the block.
That's tight end David Schultz. Let's see, we've got Herman Bailey down. He was the ball carrier, and the Crusader, one of the Crusader tacklers, Todd Kostecki, was slow in getting up.
Todd was caught underneath Bailey, and the referee didn't want him to move until they could move Bailey to the point where they could move him without hurting Bailey.
I'm going to tell you, Bailey, when he got hit, Gino, if you saw it, he was bent backwards. The Potter's 36 and a half.
That illegal use of hands, better known as pushing off real hard.
Recognize any of the officials?
They had an official sheet. You got that over there, Pitsy? Jim Caldwell, Jerry Fletcher, Philip Kuczykowski, Denny Bressel, and Ed Duffy.
I think Eddie Duffy is right behind the line of scrimmage. I know him. Bowser rolling out. He's under heavy heat, and he'll go down. He's sacked. Did he lose the football?
It should be a fumble. He was still up when that ball popped loose, and the Crusaders scooped it.
That's the bench pointing, but officials say nope. Quarter number 1 ends on a sack of about 7 yards, and when we return, the Potters will have third down in a bundle. 0-0 will be...
If I can get all these names right, we might do a decent job here. Bowser, the quarterback, with the wishbone behind him, and he hands off to Milhone, who pops it up across the 35 and out to the 40-yard line before he's brought down. Got the quick opener, and the Crusaders' Steve Bolger made the tackle.
The reason for the nice opening on the quick opener trap play was 67. Ray
Yeah. So third and about 15, 16 yards. Counter play, and again to Milhone, and Milhone turns nothing into something as he comes across the 45 out to the 49-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 7 yards as they mark it at the 48.
I got the Potters...
4th and 9, and the Potters will have to kick it away. Gulan and Kuczykowski back for the Crusaders. High, wobbling punt, and Gulan's going to catch it. Didn't fair catch it, and he's pounded as he takes a step. That's all he got. One step, boom, you're down. So the Crusaders pop out to the line. Sprochi with Pierce and DeFallo behind him. Gulan wide to the near side, and Carlo Crisci wide to the far side. Now whistles and little equipment repair. That's not what I said. Back is Sprochi to throw, and Gulan has a little opening. It's there, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. He's gone. Mike Gulan, a 79, making a 78-yard reception for a touchdown.
And the pass was perfectly thrown by Brian Sprochi, high and soft, Gino.
78-yard touchdown pass. And the Crusaders will try to add the extra point.
Frank Marcino with Zapolnik holding.
Straight ahead, Frank gets it up. And it is good. The official on that post hesitated for a moment, then he put his hands up. 7-0 Crusaders, 10:08 to go, second period. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Sprochi has hit 3 of 4 for 116 in the TD. That's a great start.
Steve Deem and Jamie Traynor flank Milhone. Why does the referee make the poor kicker stand there with his arm up for so long? Marcino approaches, line drive, takes one hop, and Milhone fields it at the 7. Out to the 10, 15, 20, comes back to the middle, now dips outside again. He'll get only the 24-yard line before he's knocked down. Crusaders with some nice coverage. Pierce there. And also, move over, there he is. Mike Kilmartin also on the tackle.
Frank Marcino has a very strong foot.
It's where the Potters will set up shop. Wishbone, double tight end. They've only varied from that once, and the Potters jump the gun. It'll cost them 5.
So Gulan sort of repented a little bit because on the last Crusader possession, he caught the pass and fumbled the football and gave it back to the Potters. But this time, he caught it and was off to the races.
Legal procedure they call against the Potters. Take the ball back to the 19, 1st and 15.
20 yards against the Potters.
Again, the wishbone. Long count. Bowser hands off to his right half. That should be Aldrich. Now check that. Should be Kraft.
Greg Lawrence diagnosed that play and made a good hit.
Now it is Aldrich, so Aldrich will pick up a yard on the play. Second down, 14.
He slipped.
So it's 2nd and 14, and still the Potters in the wishbone, double tight end, and back to pass is Bowser. He throws it down the left sideline, and incomplete, intended for number 93, Sean Long. But Sean Long had a little collision with the defender. They were both looking for the football, so it is not an interference call, even though the ball was in the air.
Kilmartin Long.
Third
Central holds here, they'll get good field position.
3rd and 14, Long splits to the near side now. And back to pass again is Bowser. Flares a little pass out to Milhone, and Milhone has to go right through his hands, maybe a bit tall, but incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down and 14.
Maybe they're going to put the rush on. They've got 10 men up by the line of scrimmage. They may go for the block.
4th and 14. Poos gets through the middle, but he's unable to get there, and it's a low spiraling kick. This should bounce well, but it doesn't. It stops and bounces sideways. Gulan picks it up, 45, sidesteps to the 47-yard line. Mike Gulan took a chance. He was able to evade the first rush, but the second rush was close behind. He's down at the 47. Straight through. He was wide open for a shot at the punt, but the deep blocker was able to hold him off long enough. Sprochi fakes a handoff, pitches to Pierce. Pierce 50, 45, and still going at the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Looked like he was going to be stopped at the 45, but he was able to pick up 6 extra yards.
He also, if he wanted to, could have run out of bounds, but Rodney said no way. He went right through him.
Flag
of about 13 yards.
Procedure, the call against the Crusaders.
Howard Heels.
Knee.
Mm-hmm.
So the Crusaders 1st and 15, the ball at their 43. Gulan wide to the right. Backs are split. Now motion out of the slot. It is Connor. Option right, pitch to Pierce. Pierce cuts it inside the contained man. He's down to the 50, 45, and 42-yard line. He left Aldrich standing there like Aldrich forgot what day it was.
Excellent option by Sprochi and a nice catch by Pierce with one hand. And Gino, he surprises me with the bursts of speed that I've seen in him in less than 2 games.
Pierce will pick up 14.
He's a fire plug. He's about 185, 190, not too tall. The human cannonball. Charlie Toller.
Don Nottingham.
And Don Nottingham, too. That is correct. Nice gain, so he got himself 14.
Carlo Crisci wide left on the flank. Gulan split wide to the right. Back split, handoff to DeFallo, and DeFallo is hit right at the line of scrimmage. May have lost a half yard. Nothing happening on the quick opener.
A lot of penetration.
DeFallo stopped in his tracks by number 66. That is Rick Kukart. Period. Crusaders own a 7-0 lead. And the blue and gold head out to the football. Gulan wide right. Motion out of the slot again. Handoff in the backfield. DeFallo evades a tackler in the backfield, but gets only back to the line of scrimmage.
Johnny Kraft made the big tackle, but the Potters had about 9 men up on that line of scrimmage, Gino. No place to go. They were filling all the gaps.
Ted DeFallo's number tonight. He's been able to go nowhere after a pretty good week last week. Gulan to punt. It's a good snap, high wobbly kick, and he's angling it toward the left sideline again. It takes a big hop straight up in the air, and knocked into the end zone or not? No, it is not. They downed it at the 1, but it should be down out at about the 12.
I'm
where
surprised
the ball was touched.
The Potters, Gino, did not put anybody back.
When John said, oh, it was because one of the Crusaders looked like he had grabbed it and slid into the end zone, and it doesn't matter where the initial touch is. You still have to keep it out of the end zone. Pitch back, Milhone turns the right side, gets across the 10-yard line, out to the 12. Coming up off around his legs.
Greggy Lawrence, 40.
And Marc DeTore.
Along with Marc DeTore, basketball player.
For Milhone, it was a gain of 4. Wishbone, spin, handoff. Aldrich gets across the 10 again as he found the going a little tough in the backfield. May have picked up a yard or 2.
They
give him the
13?
I don't know, I can't tell. Crusaders are standing in the way.
Looking at the sideline stick, 3rd and 6. Central can hold. They'll get good field position again.
Third and 6. Pitch left on the option. Aldrich is able to corral it after it popped up in the air, and he will get across the 15, and that's all. Crusaders doing a good job staying with their people. The tackle by number 62, Rich Urasovich.
That ball looked like it was hot in Aldridge's hands. He's lucky he didn't lose it. Pick up a 2 to the 15.
That wasn't a... And the Potters will have to kick it away.
Central rushed the last time. Here comes the 10-man rush. It's a low snap, and it's almost blocked.
David Allen bobbled it, and he gets it away somehow, and the Crusaders somehow missed roughing him, and it bounces out to the 40-yard line. So a kick of only 25 yards.
Last 2 times, Gene, the snap has been low, and Allen's done an excellent job of getting it off.
So 1st and 10 at the Crusaders, I should say at the Potter 40-yard line. The Crusaders set up shot. Been but one score in the game. A 78-yard touchdown pass from Sprochi to Gulan.
And look for one right here. Look for a bomb here. I just have the feeling.
If you say so. Crisci motions out of the slot right. Option right. Pitch. DeFallo gets away from a tackler in the backfield. 40, 35, 30 to the 25. Flags fly all over the place. Down at the 21 is DeFallo, but this is going to come back.
Gulan's the culprit. He said, what did I do, ref? But 2 of them solid. 2 flags came a-flying. Good running by DeFallo. Nice option by Sprochi, but it'll go for naught. Central on their last 2 possessions with a nice gain on 1st down, but both brought back because of penalties.
Hold against the Crusaders. So it'll make it. Did Jamie's brother Andrew not also wear 20?
I think so. Jamie's a clone. Blue Fingers Andrew, we used to call him.
So 1st and about 14 for Central. Connor motions out of the slot right. Gulan is wide right. Back to pass is Sprochi. Wants to go down the left side. Has Connors in the middle, and he goes there, and it's intercepted.
Long.
By Long. He's out to the 35 and out to the 37-yard line before he's brought down. Well, Connor was there, but it was a bit overthrown for him, and Long went up and I thought made a nice catch of it, John. He just got the fingertips on it, was able to haul it down.
I thought Sprochi waited about a second or 2 too late because Connors cleared open, and if it had thrown it right away, the defenders were 5 yards behind him, but by the time the ball came, Connors was where the defenders were.
So the interception turns it over to the Potters with 2:58 to go in the half. They trail 7-0. This time they split 2 people out. Wishbone and the completion on the slant end to the left side to Long. A gain of about 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3.
First completion for Bowser. He's 1 of 5.
Wishbone, wide receiver to the right, Long, and back to pass is Bowser. They're going to let it go long. He wants Long, and it's incomplete. Kuczykowski had a shot at it, and then Long definitely had a shot at it. It hit him right in the gut, but he couldn't hold it.
Kuczykowski didn't touch it as he tried to leap to knock it down, but he was running so quickly, Gino, that he really couldn't get off the ground. It went over his hand, and boy, right in the midst.
3rd down 7. Bone with splits on each side. Bowser hands off left side. That is Kraft, and Kraft will only get to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of only 1 and bring up 4th and 2.
Right here, they muffed one last week, and it cost them badly.
They'd like a nice return. Goes to Kuczykowski at about the 28. He's out to the 35 and out of bounds at about the 38. So a 10-yard run back will give Crusaders decent field position at about the 38-yard line with a minute off. As the play finished out of bounds, wide to the near side is Gulan. Sprochi fakes the draw and back to throw. Lets it go down the middle, and it is complete to Carlo Crisci at about the 43.
Nice pass and run play. Crisci with an excellent catch.
About an 18 or 19-yard completion.
We'll give him 20 from the 38 to the 42. And that's a big play.
Sounds fine to me.
Sprochi with an excellent night. Gino, he's now 4 out of 6 for 136.
1st and 10 at the Potter 42-yard line. Sprochi to throw again. Goes to the sideline for Gulan. He catches at 30 and driven out of bounds at the 25. A pickup from the 42 to the 25 of 17.
Just over the defender's hand. That was linebacker Fitzsimmons who couldn't get up to knock it down. Another well-thrown ball. Sprochi continues to be impressive. Pickup of, what do you say, 17.
I gave him 17. Gulan this time wide right. Sprochi fakes the draw. Gulan open right over the middle, and Sprochi just plain overthrew him. Right over his head. Pro set. Sprochi back to throw. Over the middle, in and out of the hands of Jamie Connor. He's on the money. It looked like Jamie a little more concerned with where he was going after he caught it.
Time, 1:09 to go on the stop clock with the incompletion.
Gulan and Crisci, the wideouts. Crisci flanked about 8 yards to the left. Gulan about 12, split to the right. Now Crisci motions left to right. And Sprochi back to throw. Has time. Lets it fly. Has Crisci down the right sideline. He has it. End zone touchdown, Crusaders.
Beautifully thrown. Carlo Crisci down, out, and up. And he beat Jeff Aldridge on a perfect strike by Sprochi. He's hit 2 TD passes. And he's almost got 200 yards here in the first half.
25-yard touchdown pass.
178 yards in the air and 2 TDs. The muddle huddle.
Yeah, they got it lined up. Will they go through with it? They run the right side muddle huddle into the end zone, and it's good.
Zapolnik hits the receiver, Hartzell.
Jamie Hartzell was wide open. They had the bulk of the players to the left. You also have an option of throwing it back to the holder or kicker and letting him throw to the right, and that's what the Crusaders did. 1:02 to go in the half, 15-0 Catholic Central. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Central, a 15-0 lead. Halftime, Florida State leads Southern Miss, 28-10. And Marcino will get set to kick it. Big guy approaches and gets it off high and deep. This could be a beer canner. Yep, hits in the end zone and rolls through. No deposit, no return.
Told you the big boy had a strong foot.
Didn't get it real high, but he lined it. Bounced about a yard into the end zone and through.
5-play Crusader drive, 62 yards after the punt. And Sprochi to Gulan for the last 25. Michael Zapolnik to Jodie Hartzell on the muddle huddle 2-point conversion. Central looking good in this quarter with 2 scores and 15 points.
So 1:02 to go in the half. And East Liverpool with that much time to get something done. Wishbone, double tight end. Looks like they'll be content to power it out. Hand off to Milhone. He crosses the 20 out to the 23. Milhone has 52 yards on 12 carries.
Potters have had the ball 5 previous times, Gino, and 5 previous times the Crusader defense has forced a punt.
Second down, about 7. Ball at the 23-yard line, and the Potters still showing no sign of passing. Hands off left side. Aldrich out to about the 30-yard line before he's wrapped up and driven back. Greg Lawrence in on the tackle. Bolger always also there.
I don't think the Potters are going to worry about it last play unless they want to throw a bomb. They're not even getting out of the huddle, and we've got 5 seconds to go. I think they might want to throw a bomb. They're not going to get it off.
That'll do it. Halftime has come to Harding Stadium. The score, Catholic Central 15, East Liverpool nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Right.
And then he caught the TD pass, so Gulan has 4 catches, and Crisci has 2 catches.
There you go. Well, the Crusaders with the 15-0 lead. Marcino will kick it off. Milhone is the man that the Potters would like to get the football. There it is. Marcino waiting for a whistle, and he finally gets one. Here he comes, and there it goes. High and deep again. Milhone will have it bounce off his foot at the 1. He picks it up, and he'll have to run it out to the 10. 15, gets a little seam on the sideline, and out of bounds at the 18. Bounced off his foot at the 1-yard line. Was that a flag or just a napkin? Well, there's a flag at the 37-yard line. Way out in front of the play, the call is going to be a clip against the Potters. So that'll take it back to the 9. Well, the Potters, for the bulk of the first half, stayed in a double tight end wishbone formation, and that's what they'll come out with here. Kraft, the up back, Milhone and Aldrich, the halfbacks. And it's Milhone. He's hitting the backfield. He'll be dropped. Might have lost about a half-yard on the play.
Little counter play, fake to the Kraft, the fullback. Milhone took a jab step left and then came back to the right. Central wasn't fooled.
Loss of a yard. Milhone had 52 yards on 12 buildings either. So.
Correct.
Pitch right, Bowser to Milhone. He's trying to find a seam to cut it up, but there is none. He's brought down.
Richard Arosevich blitzed from the inside spot, trailed the play, and got him from behind.
Joey Smorella also in on the tackle. They get the yard back that they lost, 3rd and 10. What
you got there?
They give you a cigar, and he's not even running for anything. That's
El
nice.
Producto rolled down in there. Don't bend it out. I'll give it to one of the boys on Friday night.
Hand off right side. Who had the football? That was Milhone. Milhone will get out to about the 13. Gain of 3 and 4th and 7 coming up.
Even though time ran out in the first half.
Crusaders overload the left side. Here they come, but they don't get it. And it's away. Mike Gulan. Is that Mike? That's not Gulan. The ball bounces at the 40-yard line. Back for the kick was Rich DeFallo. Ball just bounced around at the 40 and died there.
Central's just been going after it every time but one on the punt. They're sending 10 men. They have had almost all night.
I'll tell you what, one of the Crusader managers is a real fan. He's got a University of North Carolina hat down there, and they were getting pounded at the half by Gulan. Splits wide to the left. Crisci flanks to the near side. Now he goes in motion. And Sprochi pitches back to Pierce. It's off his hands, up in the air, and he's able to corral it between his legs. Good reactions by Pierce, who took a bad pitch, was able to find it on the ground and cover it. A loss of 7 back to the 47.
That wasn't the normal option, Gino. That was the speed option, I think you call it, because he just made a quick fake, and right now he knew he was going to pitch the football, and as you mentioned, it was errant. One of the few mistakes that Sprochi made this evening.
I do believe you give the loss to Sprochi.
Yes, I would not give it to the receiver of the ball because it was not a good pitch.
2nd down, 17. Gulan wide to the right. Connor goes in motion out of the slot right. Sprochi fakes the handoff, rolls right, in trouble, looks for a receiver, throws, and it's in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Jodie Hartzell. Just a tad behind Jodie, but he had his hands on it and couldn't keep it.
Come in and throw it right in the middle behind about 4 blockers.
Back to pass, Sprochi looks down the left sideline, wants Gulan, and Mike can't quite get there. Sprochi had to get rid of it. And he kind of threw it as he was falling back. Overthrows Mike Gulan. That'll bring 4th and 17. So the Crusaders had good field position but could do nothing with it.
I like the pattern. Gulan knew exactly where he was going, Gino, as he turned down at the 30-yard line where the first down marker was. Would have been enough if he could have made the catch.
So 4th and 17, Mike Gulan will kick it away. Again, gets a real good snap, and he booms it out of there. He'll drive Trainer all the way back to the 5, and it's not Trainer with the football. It's number 88, Steve Deem, and Deem is nailed at the 4-yard line. I looked down to get the name of the number. The other guy came up with it, but there's a flag down at the point of the tackle.
45-yard boomer, and I think the Potters made a mistake there. They should have let that ball bounce in the end zone. You don't want to be fielding punts at your 5-yard line.
We'll wait the out.
8:31 to go, 3rd quarter. Central still leads at 15-zip.
There's just what the Potters needed, a clip. The 4-yard line wasn't bad enough. They'll take it back to the 2. So 1st and 10 the wishbone with a wide receiver to the near side, and the pitch to Milhone in the backfield. He's able to cross the 5 out to about the 7. He'll pick up a neat 5.
That's a good gain on first down. Power blocking up front, straight ahead.
Milhone. Wonder if that's our FM that we're hearing in our headsets.
Here's some music.
Bowser pitch right side. Milhone again, but he turns it up to the inside, out to about the 17, the 13, maybe the 14-yard line, and that'll be a first down for the Potters.
Nice cutback by J.J.
Spot the ball at the 18. Pickup of, whatever you say, John.
13.
Thank you.
Give him what? Give him 6.
Yep. I don't mind being corrected. Hand off, and this time it's the counter play or the scissor, whatever you like, and Aldrich is banged at the line of scrimmage. 3 or 4 blue shirts were happy to greet him.
Insider linebacker Rich Rotzovich made that hit. Central defensive front 4 has Corey Terry and Slugs Joe Cimarella at the defensive ends. Face mask.
So the ball is at the 28, 1st and 10 for the Potters.
There's no gain on the play, but the 15-yard penalty gives the Potters their 7th first down.
Wishbone handoff, first man through, the fullback Kraft, and Kraft will ramble out over the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Pickup of about 4. Give him 4, 2nd down and 6.
Big drive.
And dinner on that one. Crusaders with a 15-0 lead. The bone again with a double tight end. Handoff, first man through. Kraft is able to get out over the 35 to the 36-yard line. So the big guy's starting to move the ball.
This is the first time the Potters have been able to move the ball on the ground since their initial possession when they started at their 10-yard line, and they moved all the way to the central 39 before they...
Just gets up there with his head down. He just knows where he's going. They bump in the backfield to Bowser and Kraft this time, and Bowser rolls out over the 35, but they're going to mark him down right at the 35. Length of the football over it. Loss of about a half yard. It'll be 4th down along 2. Just call it no gain.
This time Central has the return on with Kuczykowski and DeFallo.
And David Allen, low end over end, bounces. DeFallo watches it go by, and he'll just let it go. And it'll be down to the 28-yard line. Number 55 getting downfield, John Watkins to stop him. The Crusaders 1st and 10. Back to pass Sprochi over the middle, and it's complete to Hartzell. He's down at the 34-yard line. He caught it in traffic. He was able to hold on to it, turn around, and get a nice little gain out of it. Jodie Hartzell will pick up 6.
Receivers running real nice routes.
Sprochi to throw again, this time to the near side, and it's incomplete again, intended for Hartzell. Closer to the ball, though, was Rich Wright, but he was unable to get it on the dive. He may have hurt himself. Clock stop at 3:47 in the 3rd period. Back split in the pro set. Sprochi to throw again, has Gulan out on the left flat, complete. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, and down at the 36-yard line. Mike Gulan caught a little flat pass, turned it up, and he had room to run. Gets all the way down to the Potter 37 and a first down for the Crusaders.
What appeared to be... Sprochi now has himself 213 yards, Gino, on 8 of 15.
1st and 10 as the Crusaders line it up. Handoff Pierce down to the 35, the 30, down to the 20-yard line. But a flag in the backfield may negate it.
Be the 2nd time that Pierce has had a nice gain nullified because of the flag.
Well, he hits the hole so quick. Illegal procedure. 3:10 to go, 3rd period. Crisci is flanked to the near side. Gulan wide left. Back to pass. Sprochi wants to go for the money. Hartzell down the middle, and it's overthrown. Jodie Hartzell was out there, but the ball overthrown by 3 or 4 yards. So 2nd down, 15 at the 42. Pro-eye. Connor motions from the left flank. And the handoff deep in the backfield to DeFallo. DeFallo up to the 40, a gain of 2. That'll bring third down and 13. Forget how many yards DeFallo had last week, but he's finding it going tough this week. 8 carries, just 11 yards.
About 65.
Pierce has 26 yards on 3 carries, but he's had 2 nice runs erased by penalties. 3rd and 14. Fake handoff, back to pass is Sprochi, lays it out for Pierce, complete. He's tripped up and brought down at the 38-yard line.
Excellent play by Jeff Aldridge, who got through the block. It was a roll away to the left, screen back to the right. Pierce had 3 blockers in front of him, but Aldridge got through and made the play.
Pickup of about 4, but it'll bring 4th and 10 in a punting situation possibly. Well, that's not Michael Gulan to kick. That's Rich DeFallo, isn't it?
Gulan hurt his leg, and he wasn't in on the last 3 plays, and DeFallo does a nice job of punting it.
Yeah, fair catch called for at about the 9-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 there for the Potters. 1:32 to go, 3rd quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Back to pass. He tried to swing it out on the safety valve to Aldrich, but incomplete at about the 3-yard line as Bowser was chased into the end zone before he could release it.
This is the Potters' 3rd possession here in the 3rd quarter. Listen to this field position. All in their own territory at the 10, the 2, and the 9. Can't do much operating when you're back that deep in your own territory.
You like to build character, but not like that. Option right. Bowser keeps it. Met at the line, pitches it away, and Milhone's on the run. 20, 25, 30. He's got one man to outrun Kenny. He's grabbed by the collar, and he's brought down at the 47-yard line of Catholic Central.
Mike Gulan prevented the touchdown, and give Bowser a lot of credit, Gino, as the option right turned it up. He was hit. He started to go down, but he saw his pitch man, J.J. Milhone, and he got it there, and the Potters are in business.
41 yards plus 3 for Crusader territory for the first time. Or is it the second time this happened? Handoff Kraft straight up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He's down to the 40, down to the 35-yard line before he's dragged down. Tackle for the Crusaders made by Steve Bolger.
Central gave up the big play last week, and it hurt.
1st and 10 at the 35. Again, nope, they faked the Kraft. They go to Milhone. He's around the right end. He fumbled the football, and Bowser's able to get out and get on it.
Nice play by Bowser. He was alert.
Milhone met at the line. The ball popped free. Bowser, paying attention, was able to get back on the football. Loss of 3, 2nd and 13.
There was one somewhere.
Wishbone double tight end with 3 ticks to go in the half. The ball is tipped on the pass by Greg Lawrence. It falls incomplete. Slanted intended for Long is incomplete. The quarter comes to an end. Crusaders lead 15-0. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
Pass intended for Long falls incomplete. Make it 4th and 12. Kuczykowski on the coverage.
In Wintersville.
Look for his tight end, Sean Long, over the middle, but overthrew him. It'll be 4th down at the Central 38-yard line and 12 to go. And Coach Glenn Southern will go for it, trailing 15-0. Wishbone, 2 split ends. Bowser over the middle to Long, same play. He caught it, but he'll be short of the 1st down by about a yard with double coverage by Koza and Kuczykowski, bringing Long down at the Central 27-yard line. He'll pick up 11, which will be short of a couple of yards of the 1st down, and Central takes over, and that's a big defensive series. 27, only the 3rd time they've had the football here in the second half as Crisci goes in motion to the far side. The backs are split. Rodney Pierce gets the handoff. He's into the secondary. 30, stiff-arms the tackler. 35-40, 45-50, 45-40, and tackled by Sean Long. Inside the Potter 45-yard line at the 41 goes Rodney Pierce.
Well, he finally broke one that'll count. He rambles all the way down. We'll mark at the 41.
23-9 gives him a 32-yard pickup. Crusader 1st down, number 8. That pickup of 42 more than doubles the Crusader ground attack, which had only 30 yards on 12 plays, and that's hard to believe. But that's what I have on my stat sheet.
How many did you say he gained?
I got him 23 and 9, 32. Excuse me, not 42. So it still doubles the 30 yards. I'm trying to help Rodney out because he had a couple of nice gains negated by penalties. How's he got? What does he have?
58 on 4.
That's not a bad average.
Pretty good.
I'd like to congratulate Billy. Carded 4 birdies and a 34.
Huh.
Jay Neese had a birdie. I think it was a robin. As Pierce gets the handoff over the right side, he drags tacklers with him, crosses the 35, and bowls his way down to the 34-yard line. And there's a late flag. Tackle made by 69, David Allen. And I think the flag came when Allen or one of his buddies. Is it against Central?
Yeah. They pointed right at Rodney.
Second and 16 at the Potter 49. Clock ticking, 10:25 to go. Sprochi back in the pocket, throws it out to the right side and off of the shoulder pad of Jodie Hartzell at the Potter 40-yard line with good coverage on the far side by Jamie Traynor. Third and 16. The 37. Your team had the 37.
Well, if you want to look at it that way, I guess.
Twins left, but Connor goes in motion to the far side. Backs are in an eye. Play action. Sprochi rolling. He flips it out. It's tipped, but DeFallo will catch it at the 45 and be down at the Potter 44 by Rick Cochard. So it's a gain of 5, and Central will probably bring the punting unit in. Punting again. We haven't seen a whole lot of Michael Gulan lately. I think he has some type of a foot injury. DeFallo end over end. It will be fielded at the 16 by Jamie Traynor, and he's buried at about the 19. Punt covered 28 yards, about a 3-yard return, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. 15-0 Central. First and 10 Potters at their 19 as they break the bone. Bowser flips it out into the flat. Milhorn has the football. Check it, is that Aldridge has the football, and he's hit hard by Greggy Lawrence at the 20. We got a flag in the secondary at the 34.
This could be one of 99 things.
The referee shows some type of pushing. Is that offense or defense?
I would think offense.
That is holding.
Use of hands. Huh. Well, they mark off the yardage. 15-0 Crusaders. 9:11 to go, fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
1. Member FDIC. Substantial penalty for early withdrawal.
10-yard penalty to the 10. Bowser back on first and 20. Over the middle. Intercepted. Bolger. 28-yard line. Running laterally. 25-20 down to the Potter 17-yard line goes Stevie Bolger. Bowser's pass intended for Sean Long, and safety man Stevie Bolger just waiting for it on the overthrow, and Central in business at the 8:49 mark of the fourth quarter, leading 15-0. It'll be first and 10 at the Potter 17.
Well, Crusaders can definitely put it out of reach. Any kind of a score will do it. 8:49 to go in the ball game.
This has been a half of punts. Central's had it 3 times, punted 3 times. The Potters have had it 4 times, punted twice, lost it on downs at the Central 27, and lose it on a pass intercept at their own 17.
A little odd there. Referee gave the Potters a little official timeout to get one more man on the field.
Second time Central has started in Potter territory. The first time they started at the Potter 40, but Sean Long intercepted. Here goes Crisci in motion to the far side. Gulan not in the lineup. Connor split left. Sprochi bootleg. Looking. Has a man out of the end zone. A great leaping, diving catch. But he was out of the end zone on the far or the near side.
I think it was Hartzell. Boy, what a catch.
He stretched his body right out there. Saw him make a similar catch, Jodie Hartzell, in a scrimmage against Canton South for a touchdown, but he was able to keep his feet inbounds. Not this time.
Well, he had no...
So he'll be up against his brother Timmy, as he was last year as the JU head coach. Twins right, back split, Hartzell tight at left end. Here comes Connor in motion to the near side. Sprochi to Rodney Pierce, dips in, dips out, breaks a tackle. He's at the 15 to 10 to 5, and what a run by Rodney Pierce. Hot Rodney is injured, though. He looked to be down at the 15-yard line, but kept those legs churning. The guy that tried to tackle him, Aldridge, is shaken up. Pierce is shaken up. And with a break in the action, Central leading 15-0 inside the Liverpool 10. We'll take this timeout. Picked up 14. He's trotting off. He appears to be okay.
Well, he took a shot as he went down. They'll spot the ball at the 3.
Double tight end wishbone. Sprochi barks the signals to DeFallo. Powers over the right side. He's in. 21-0. 17-yard, 3-play drive for the Crusaders. Replay set up by the Stevie Bolger. Zapolnik holding, Marcino to convert. There's encroachment by 44 on the defense. That's Rich Wright, the outside linebacker. Stands, ready to catch a high snap. Nice job by Zapolnik, but the kick is partially blocked. So with 8:01 to go in the game, 21-0 Catholic Central. We'll be back. Not very many for as many times as they've had the football. They've passed it more than they've run it. 20 passes. Marcino to kick off. This one's off the end of his foot. It zigzags out of bounds. That looked like definitely one of my shank wedges. Aldridge is split to the right. Bowser's back in the pocket. He's being rushed. He's hit and he's sacked. Nice defensive play on the far side by defensive end Joey Cimarella. He'll get the Saccarino.
Well, you know, he was on the ground. He got up and he took 2 steps, and Bowser conveniently came right to him.
Marc Tripodi is in at the other defensive end. Back to pass. Bowser over the middle, has a man in and out of his hand. Well, the man I was looking at was the guy that had cleared a little deeper. 44 right. Safety man replacing Stevie Bolger. Back to pass. Bowser almost intercepted by a dropping linebacker on the near side. Peter Gampola dropped off. The pass was intended for 88 Steve Deem on a quick look in. And boy, if Gampola grabs that, Pete would have been off for the TD.
Yep,
Twin safeties, Kuczykowski and DeFallo, as Allen bombs this one out. And DeFallo will take it at his 39, right up to the middle. He's up to his 45. We have a flag. Markov, penalty number 7 for 70 yards. Here comes Sprochi. Deep handoff. Tim Kuczykowski at tailback. Gets across the 30 to the 31. Will pick up a yard, make it 2nd and 9 as the clock moves with 6:40 to go in the game. Second and 9. Handoff goes to DeFallo, and he's met quickly in the backfield. Linebacker John Kraft right on Richie DeFallo for a loss. It'll be 3rd and long for Catholic Central with 6:15 to go. The loss is back to the 27. That's a loss of 4, and the Potters use another timeout to stop the clock. 6:15 to go. 21.
Top handily, 21-0. Potters burning their timeouts, trying to save the clock and get the ball back.
Connors and Crisci twins to the right. Backs are split. Sprochi play action. Under pressure. Flips it out into the flat. Had Crisci open but underthrown. Good pressure put on by 69. David Allen forcing Sprochi to misthrow that pass. 4th down, Central will punt. We haven't seen Michael Gulan here in the 4th quarter, Gino. We know for the Potters. Jamie Traynor. Good snap. Rush on. Richie high. Barely. They'll let it bounce, and it takes a Potter bounce near midfield, and it's down by Marc Tripodi at the Liverpool 49-yard line. Punt covered 24 yards. Up 70, John Taylor and Mike Grimm at the down tackles in the Crusader defensive line. Bowser, quick look in. Pass completed to Sean Long at the Central 42-yard line.
I said Central.
Marc Tripodi at the left defensive end. Lenny Turner at outside linebacker. Here's the pass out into the flat. Tipped and intercepted by Kuczykowski. He could go all the way. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Tim Kuczykowski. Central leads 27.
That was 65-yard interception.
Give Lenny Turner outside linebacker a little bit of credit. He was covering, although the pass was a tough play. It was out of the intended receiver's hands, and I'm not sure it might have been deemed. But Kuczykowski will give him 65 in the TD, and Marcino will attempt the conversion. With Zapolnik holding, and the late Crusader onto the field is Marc Delator in the offensive line, and Central uses a timeout. Starting with Pat Fizziparato, snap down, kick up, and it's good on the Langley Avenue. 28-0 Catholic Central with their first victory of the season. 4:56 to go in the ball game. Off the end of the foot, out of bounds at about the 20. This one was a little further than the previous. Davis, pitch back. We'll get the ball carrier in a moment as he's snowed under by a host of Crusaders. Leading the charge, Tommy Needham, linebacker. 160-pound junior.
I'll get this whole squad in the second.
Della Penna at an inside linebacker. Outside linebacker is Needham. Central in a 4-4 defense. Pitch to the right side. Carrying the football is Jim Pomeroy, 132-pound sophomore. He'll get out to the 25. Make it 3rd down and 5.
Pano, John Brem, John Taylor, Frank Taylor.
Mike Grimm, they're all in there. Pitch back, short of the first down. Carrying it again is Jim Pomeroy. He'll be snowed under at the 25. Needham there, Zapolnik there. Lenny Turner there. 70, Frankie Taylor there, or Johnny Taylor. Hunter in. Good snap. 85 hits it. Jason Meno. DeFallo takes it at his 42. Has blockers midfield. 50, 45, 40 flag. DeFallo out of bounds at about the 37-yard line of East.
Tony.
My man Tony.
One of my 3-year veterans. Played 3 years, losing only 4 games in a Mingo Babe Ruth.
Joe Prest is coming in at quarterback. He's a sophomore. 51's in there. Pete Gampola in the offensive line. He plays some defense. Usually at the outside line is Brian Kalin. And the handoff goes inside. Nice hole, running nicely for the Crusaders. 42, sophomore fullback Stevie Daly. Daly crosses the 50 in the Potter territory at the 48. So a nice gain by Stephen of 8 yards. Central tailback.
25.
25?
Yep.
Encroachment. 25 at tailback is Philip Stone, another sophomore. So the backfield is made up of Prest, the sophomore, Stone, the sophomore at tailback, and Daly, the sophomore at fullback. And they had an outstanding freshman season last year, that group in the backfield. I can't get the number. They won't turn sideways. Twins left, backs are in an eye. Prest hands off. Here goes Philip Stone. Charges over the 40. Stone down to about the 38-yard line. Give Philip a gain of 5. Number 54. Thank you, Gino.
You know it's got to be bad? Coming into a game that's out of hand, late in the game as a wide receiver. You know you get as much chance of seeing that football.
Stone came out, and John D'Onofrio is in that tailback. Who's this guy here? Lefty beside you.
Never heard of him.
Somebody moved on the offensive line from Catholic Central. Cody is at left tight end. Backs are in an eye. In motion comes Brian Kalin. Deep handoff. Goes to the tailback. John D'Onofrio. He'll get to the 40, pick up a couple. 58 seconds left to go. Central leads at 28-0. Mazik split right. Kalin split left. Capote tight at left end. Fullback Daly gets the handoff. He's moving hard. He's down to about the 35-yard line. A couple of yards short of the first down. Nice gain by Daly. He'll pick up 5.
Would you like to?
28-0 over the Potters, as they scored 2 TDs in period number 2 and tacked 2 more on here in period number 4. East Liverpool falls to 0-2. Catholic Central will be back at Harding Stadium next Saturday night against the Golden Warriors. Gene and I will be back after this message.
Savings put your mind at ease. The certificate deposit guarantee a high rate of